The smarter you are, the lonelier you get. The truth society hides. Throughout human history, a strange paradox has persisted. Society praises intelligence, exalts intellect, yet time and again turns its back on, excludes, or even destroys those who are truly intelligent, sharp-minded, and dare to think differently. Why is that? Why do intelligent people, rather than being welcomed as saviors, often appear as threats to social order? This question isn't easy to answer. But in today's video, we'll dive deep into layers of psychology, culture, and history to decode why intelligent people scare society. 1. Intelligent people often disrupt order. Society operates on order, good or bad. That order is usually built upon habits, beliefs, and systems of power. Intelligent people, who can see through the surface, are often the first to ask, why is it like this? Why do we have to work 8 hours a day? Why should we respect the elderly just because they're old? Why believe in this and not that? Questions like these are dangerous in a society that depends on obedience and tradition. When an intelligent person starts questioning, they ignite systematic doubt. And when doubt spreads, the entire structure of power can collapse. Not everyone is ready to face the truth. Many people prefer living in comfort zones, inside familiar beliefs. Intelligent people are like mirrors reflecting truths others don't want to see, and that's why they're feared and rejected. 2. Intelligent people are hard to control. Society needs discipline, rules, and obedience. But intelligent people are independent thinkers, not easily swayed by media, propaganda, or peer pressure. They don't believe something just because many people do. They don't act a certain way just because everyone does. They demand reasons, evidence, and logic. And when they can't be controlled, they become dangerous in the eyes of those who want to manipulate the masses. History proves this. From Socrates in ancient Greece, sentenced to death for corrupting the youth, to Galileo, placed under house arrest by the church for claiming the earth revolves around the sun. These intellectuals, though unarmed, threatened power structures simply because they couldn't be controlled. 3. Difference always provokes fear. Intelligent people are often different in how they speak, think, or live. And humans, by instinct, fear difference. We prefer what's familiar, predictable, but intelligent people make others feel misplaced, inadequate, even threatened. In a room full of average people, an intelligent person is like a spotlight in the dark. Not everyone enjoys being exposed. Many would rather turn off the light than confront the truth, that they're living a lie or fooling themselves. So intelligent people get labeled weird, eccentric, dangerous. 4. Intelligence brings questions, not answers. Truly intelligent people rarely claim to know it all. In fact, the more they know, the more they realize how little they know. They constantly ask questions, constantly doubt. But society favors people who have clear, easy, digestible answers. Intelligent people, with their complex thoughts, make others uncomfortable because they can't be labeled or easily understood. The crowd doesn't want confusion. It wants simplicity, certainty, black and white clarity. But real intellect lives in the gray area, where truth is painful and blurry. That makes intelligent people seem difficult, complicated, or unpleasant to many. 5. Envy, the silent enemy of intelligence. Not everyone dislikes intelligent people for philosophical reasons. Sometimes it's simply envy. Envy because they learn faster. Envy because they understand deeper. Envy because they succeed without trying too hard. Instead of admitting inferiority, something the ego hates, many choose to tear them down. They label them arrogant, crazy, antisocial, or delusional. Envy leads to criticism. Criticism leads to exclusion. It's a very human cycle. 6. Intelligent people can fail by social standards. Ironically, not all intelligent people succeed. Many, because they are too different, struggle to adapt to societal games. They don't flatter, don't play politics, don't care for status or fame. They're seen as useless, naive, or unrealistic, and thus are cast aside, even when their minds hold incredible creative potential. Intelligent people are often introspective, deeply thoughtful, prone to depression. Their sensitivity makes them suffer from things others easily ignore. In a society that glorifies fake strength and efficiency, they're considered weak. But that failure isn't due to their lack of intelligence. It's because society doesn't provide space for true individuality. 7. The loneliness of intelligent people. Intelligent people are often lonely, not because they want to be, but because it's hard to find someone who understands them. When you see what others don't, you feel isolated. When you detect falseness in words, shallowness in actions, it's hard to blend in. When you ask questions nobody wants to hear, you're surrounded by silence. That loneliness drives them inward. And again, society sees them as even more strange and threatening. 8. What should we do? Not all intelligent people are geniuses, and not all average people are mediocre. But instead of fearing intelligent individuals, society should learn to listen to them. Because they, with their curiosity, skepticism, and insight, are the ones who can transform the world. If we hadn't had people like Einstein, Tesla, Marie Curie, or Alan Turing, those once considered weird, the world might still be in the dark. Intelligent people aren't perfect. They can be wrong. But if society learns to respect rather than reject them, to support rather than scorn them, we'll not only have a more intelligent world, but a braver one. Conclusion. Intelligent people don't scare society because they're evil. They scare society because they force us to face the truth, something many aren't brave enough to do. So if you're an intelligent person, stay strong. Keep asking questions. Keep being different. Because no matter how many times you're rejected, the world still needs you.